Hello everyone, it's me Sarah. Welcome to my channel, A Curious Cuttlefish. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this shell blanket. Welcome everyone. So, like I said, we are going to be making this shell blanket. This is using I used Bernat baby blanket stripes. You can use any large blanket yarn, and this stitch here, I really like it because it is a it's upside down. This is a 2-row repeat. It's only 2 rows, and then once you know those two, you could just make it as large or as small, as long as you would like. So I'm going to show you the repeat, how to do the stitch. I'll tell you how many stitches or how many chains I did to get this blanket right here. And then you can customize or change it as you like. You can make whatever size you like. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Let me go set my camera up and we'll get started. Alrighty everyone, so let's get started. I am using a 9mm hook for this project. I recommend using at least an 8.5 all the way up to a 10 because this yarn is very thick. And so here we are, we're using the Bernat Blanket stripes. So we are going to start off with a slip knot. So here we are. There's our slip knot. We'll just get that on our hook. And now this pattern is done using multiples of 6 plus 2. So for this tutorial, I am going to be chaining 20. For the blanket that I made, I did, let's see, I think I did 92 chains. It was probably around 92 chains for the blanket that I did. But for this tutorial, I am just going to do 3 repeats so I can show you fully all the rows. So remember, if you want to make this bigger or I should say wider or shorter, you're doing chains in multiples of 6 plus 2. So I'm going to chain 3 multiples of 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be 1 repeat. We'll do another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I would have 2 repeats. I'll do one last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I have a chain of 18 right here, and I am going to finish off with 2 more chains. So that's what I mean when I say multiples of 6 plus 2. So I just added those 2 chains right there. Alright, so now let's work on our foundation row. This is our first row. We are going to do a single crochet in the second chain from hook. So we'll just do a single crochet. Alright, now we are going to skip 2 chains and do 5 double crochets into the third chain. So we're going to work 5 double crochets into this one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's the color change, 5. So there's our 5 double crochets, and now we're going to go look here. We are going to skip 2 chains. I know it's kind of hard to see with this yarn, but there's 1, here's 2, we're skipping those. We're going to go into the 3rd chain and do a single crochet. So here's your pattern. We're going to repeat this shell now. So we are going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2. We're going to do 5 double crochets into that 3rd one. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now again, we're skipping 2 chains, 1, 2. We're going to do a single crochet into this one. And now, if you remember, I did 3 repeats of 6. So every 6 we're doing 1 shell portion. So we should have just enough here to do 1 more shell. Excuse my hair that gets everywhere. All right. So again, we are skipping 2 chains. We are going to do 5 double crochets into the 3rd. 1, 2, oops, try again, so we're at 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2, and in this last one right here, so we're skipping 2, and the last one we are going to do a single crochet. Alright, so remember yours will be longer. I just did 3 repeats for purpose of this tutorial. So that is our foundation row. Now we're going to flip and turn, and we are going to start row number 2. Okay, so for row number 2, what we're going to do is we are going to start off with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3 chains. That's going to count as a double crochet right there. We are now going to do 2 more double crochets into that single crochet at the bottom. So here's 1, 2 more double crochets into the single crochet. So now this is basically like a half shell. We are going to attach this to the top. So we're skipping 2 of our double crochets from the previous chain. We're going to do a single crochet into the 3rd one, which is the very top middle of our shell from the previous round. So when we're starting right here, it was a chain 3, 2 double crochets into that single crochet. Then we single crochet into the 3rd double crochet. Now here's our repeat. We're coming up to our next single crochet. We're skipping these 2 double crochets. We're going to do 5 double crochets into the single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there's 5 double crochets. Okay, so you can see right there. Now I am going to be skipping the first 2 double crochets from the shell below. We're going to do a single crochet into the 3rd single crochet, And now we're back to our repeat where we're going to be doing 5 double crochets into this single crochet right here. So we're going to do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's your repeat. We're going to skip the first 2 double crochets, single crochet into the top. And now that we're at the end of this row, we're going to do 3 double crochets into this single crochet right here. So let's do our 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there we have, that is our second row. So as you can see, we're working our double crochets into those single crochets, and that's how we're going to be doing each row here. Every single crochet, that's where we're going to be doing our 5 double crochets. And now we're doing our 2 row repeat. So this is the first of the 2 row repeat. We're chaining 3 and then doing 2 double crochets into it. So we're starting and ending with half of a shell. Right, you see that? So that would be the center of the shell if it had been full. So now let's move on to row 3. We're going to flip and turn, and let's do row 3. Okay, so now because we're starting with we're on top of this half shell right here, we're going to chain 1 and do a single crochet because this is the top of a shell. So we're going to single crochet into that first double crochet, and now we know what the pattern should look like from previous rows. So we're going to do 5 double crochets into this single crochet. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're going to skip 2 double crochets and do our single crochet into the top of the third. And again, we are at a single crochet, so 5 double crochets into that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the top of the third of the next shell. So you should be getting the pattern here. We are now at another single crochet, so that means we are going to be doing 5 double crochets into that single crochet. Let's work 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now that we're at the end of the row, we're going to be working our single crochet into the top of our chain 3 space from the previous row. So there, right there is our single crochet. So here we are, we have finished 3 rows, and you can see here we have, I just showed you the 2 row repeat, right? So we have ones where it's going to be half of a shell, and then you continue with your shells, and then ones that you start at the edge of the shell and you continue with your shells. And you remember, your shells are always made into these single crochet spaces. So right here we just finished with our single crochet. If I was to turn and start row 4, it's going to be just like row 2. This was our single crochet, so we are going to start off with a chain 3 and then do 2 double crochets into the first single crochet space. We are making our single crochets into the top, the 3rd double crochet of each shell. And then we continue making our shells in each of those single crochet spaces. Again, since this is ended on a single crochet, we're going to be doing 3 double crochets into that one, and that's how you would complete row 4. Row 5 is just like row 3, starting off with a chain 1 single crochet. You then make your 5 double crochets into your single crochet from the previous row, single crochet into the top, the 3rd double crochet, and continue your 5 double crochets into the single crochet. So that is basically how you would do this shell stitch pattern for making a blanket with Bernat Blanket Yarn. Hope you guys enjoyed this and would love to see the things that you make. Alright, so hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.